Want it to be convoluted, they want it straightforward, like it's been all tournament, and this is straightforward from Gerwin Price, back-to-back 180s in leg one.
.65, Gerwin, you have 541.
And tops for leg one. Oh, a calm little adjustment. He wraps up the leg, and there was no pressure on that in particular, except I think he really wanted that great start.
Game on.
This format, and it is fresh for them, even though they've all done it before, but there's so much other darts that it just really stands out when it's something is different. It's worth a laugh.
140. Michael, you require 64.
Well, to break straight back, treble 8 double top. No, he goes 16s to leave double 8s, and that is very efficiently achieved by the world number one. Oh, maximum. Oh, it would have made such a difference. Yes, he's down to a finish. He's halved his score and left 140, but a 180 there could have proved the difference.
Yeah, and well, a good third dart. That changes the context. This is a little more desperate now for Michael. Or is it? Double 10! And he just heaved in too much adrenaline in that. Up into the single 6.
They've both had darts for the set, and both missed the entire segment. But Price has missed the segment as well. He wanted 16 for tops. And who is this man? Gerwin Price doesn't make these mistakes, and yet he has on more than one occasion. And Michael Smith wants double 2. And he cannot punish.
Well, apparently their deflector shields on losing sets are in effect for both of them. Someone's going to have to crash that shield.
Consider it crashed as Gerwin Price crashes a right hook into the air to celebrate taking the opening set. Michael Smith trails by a set for the first time in the World Grand Prix. If he can start feeling comfortable.
63, Gerwin, you require 96.
Double 18. And a couple of misses, maybe it opens the door for Michael Smith.
110.
Yes, so good fortune, but you have to make the most of it. And treble 18 for the double.
74.
The same target missed for Michael, but he only had the one dart.
36.
The switch to double 9 is good. He's a noisy boy tonight, Gerwin, and you know why? It's because he's under pressure.
80.
He has cruised through to the semi-finals. He has only dropped 9 legs and no sets. And very rarely have we seen that sort of stuff, but he's been doing it from the very first set. The treble 20, but Michael Smith down to a finish. No need to go to the 12s. So that
77.
Well, it did leave double 4, now it leaves double 2, and the downside to this is he could be messing around on double 1 in a moment.
Yeah, that's
100.
one of the dangers of that way of going. 54, double 4. Treble 10 might have been wiser, but he gets it in the end in any case. And that he could address it calmly, sedately, and get the job done. That's a good sign for him as well. I think, yes, and it's a good point.
Ton 40, then ton 80. Has he got the 81? It will be the 12 segment. Now it's the ball.
56.
Perfect line, couldn't get the weight. He missed 3 darts for the opening set. He has just missed a dart for the second. It could be 2-0 in sets to the world number 1. It might be 2-0 in sets to the former Grand Prix champ.
So double 8 to level everything. And they found a way to work that double in right at the very bottom of the double 8. Michael Smith somehow picked it off, and it was a very nervy end of the set. His opponent in that area now for the time being.
Cannot get the treble 16, which would have left tops, and it allows Gerwyn Price a chance to throw up a roadblock to stop this little procession that Michael Smith is on. And he cannot get the treble.
68.
Does get a double to leave a double. I mean, that's a sign that Gerwyn Price perhaps is a little bit rattled here. Double top. Straight in, and a 3-0 set for the world champion, who is now firmly on top in this contest.
Big moment, not essential, but I think just morale-wise, get that treble 19 and bull. No.
59.
So now Price can get tops to be having to throw for a sweep of legs in set 4 to answer back for set 3.
Well, that's exactly what's happening. It's a doppelganger game here. Price nicks the opening set 3-2, surviving darts. Michael Smith nicks the second set 3-2, surviving darts. Smith takes one 3-0, and Price looking to do the same right back. Smith takes one 3-0, and Price looking to do the same right back at him. More, enjoying his most dominant spell of this match here.
They're both really good at, when their opponent struggles, of compounding the woe. They're both really good at that.
This will do nicely. 3 darts at tops to sweep the set 3-0 and level the match up at 2 apiece.
100. Gerwyn, you require 40.
Double top. Great marker. Double 10. 2-2 in sets. We wanted a battle between these two big beasts, and we have won. Michael Smith 2, Gerwyn Price 2, in a race to 4 for the first spot in the final. Gets down to that 96 again. He's just taken this out. So Michael Smith has been warned. Do not miss the double 14. And if you do, don't miss the double 7. Which he does.
Gerwyn, you require 96.
Yeah, it's instant replay as far as Price is concerned. It won't be, though. Work to do. Which way? Double-double? That was the plan.
56.
Well, he was immediately on 2 double 19s, wasn't he? Then changed his mind. Didn't work. Oh, he's nearly busted on the treble. And he cannot take double 2 anyway. Michael Smith, ropey stuff from the top-ranked player on the planet. And he trails in this set, where he did have the darts. Gerwyn Price now has the darts in his hand and knows a hold of throw will put him 3-2 up in set.
Not much Michael could do with it, even with a decent score. I mean, you can't start having them turn after turn, of course, but he didn't.
Needed 2 trebles to get to a finish. Gerwyn Price knows he's got a couple of visits to see this out. And that will do very nicely for Gerwyn Price. There's the clench of the fist. He knows this set is in the palm of his hand, but you only have to go back to the start of this match to know that nothing is certain. Double 12. For 3-2, and that was pretty definitive from the Iceman. He has now won back-to-back sets for the loss of just 1 leg, and the world #1 is on. Back-to-back ton 40s gives him a chance, but Price is thundering up behind him.
130. Michael, you require 105.
He'll only get 1 dart maximum. He doesn't even get that, and 20 for tops for Gerwyn Price to move within a leg of victory. He is a dead-eye shark of a darts player. Zeroes in on his target, pins it unerringly, and Michael Smith is struggling.
He's on the precipice.
Feels like he's got it wrapped up, because as he's put himself in such a commanding position, all the shouting, all the screaming, It's subsided.
And even the trademark dart draw.
139.
And looking to wrap this up. Such a brilliant contest for the first 4 sets of this, and then Gerwyn Price has just not relented. To the 18s. Double 7 for a spot in the final.
74.
Well, this is the way to start a spectacular comeback. This is the best way to do it. You can't get the combination going.
100.
But we've seen some real trouble at doubles.
Is there any more trouble? There is, you know, because that is now 4 missed match darts. Double 18. And Michael Smith cannot take the chance.
Is he fixing this up? No, he will now. 3 for double 2.
And double 2 gets him over the line. Price wins the battle of the big beasts, and Michael Smith's best ever Grand Prix campaign is brought to an end in the semi-finals.
Aren't they? Yeah, they get on with it and then they collect their darts and they just said the rhythm will suit each other. Luke slightly quicker than Joe. Yeah, not a great deal in it.
That leaves double 10. This is for a breaker throw. It feels like a hold because of the actual scoreline in the leg.
He missed this in the previous leg. He does not miss occasion. 3 breaks a throw to start the second semi-final. Humphries gets a chance to throw for the opening set.
But if Joe Cullen can get away first, and yet you're kind of not even in the final.
Little subplot as well that Joe Cullen hasn't got a Grand Slam spot. He won't be thinking about that. He's here to win the title. Be a nice bonus if he could win tonight. He'll tidy this up. So he's a little bit frustrated. We haven't seen a great deal of frustration from Cullen this week. He's a little bit agitated.
For the set, 51 for tops now. Can he rectify the wrongs at the first dart? He's had a dart to win the set. We saw in the previous game with Smith and Price that hitting set doubles is not that easy.
Cullen misses 2 more and darts missed at doubles, and it's going to prove costly. Humphries now hit this in the previous leg. He's chasing up to double 5, but he pins the double 5, and some woes on the doubles for Cullen has proved costly in the opening set. It's a nervy one, it's hot up there. You can see Luke Humphries indicating to his corner there, but he'll be sat.
As in, not just the pace of walking around and the way he's going about his business, the actual way he's throwing, throw quicker.
Humphries wants wayward. He's double checking here over the treble 18 and leaves the double. It's a big ask for Joe just to get level in the second set.
Yeah, Luke is now playing better than Joe. Superb. But this is for a break of throw and to lead 2-0.
More opportunities for Joe. He's got to start taking these. It was a good setup, and he does pin the double, and he'll feel a lot better about himself. No messing around on that occasion. Bit of a let-off, but Cullen get this to a deciding leg. Joe will be hoping Luke doesn't get in, or maybe gets in last start and he goes in big. He's got to take care of this first, though. He gambled on getting a second treble, and he got it.
Oh wow, what a setup. They come back for 32 to win the set, but can Joe pull out a roof raiser? The answer is no.
23.
This is looking iffy for Joe Cullen. For the set, and the 177 was sublime.
16.
Wow. Joe
112.
should be sitting a little prettier than this, but it's an opportunity. Only one treble needed. And that puts paid to the shot, and it's just a few too many loose darts for Cullen at the minute.
That was a low push. That would have felt awful. And he knows it. He was not doing that, Mark, in the early rounds. He wasn't. He hardly threw a bad dart.
He's got to try and leave this, but more opportunity for Humphries for a two-set lead, and it would send him halfway to the final. That's wild.
Wow. Nothing is a gimme with these two at the moment. You've just got to hang around in legs because opportunities are coming and going for both. This is so nervy, such an edgy affair. These are two players that have been there, seen it and won loads.
And Luke Humphries eventually gets there, but there's some serious nerves on that stage, but Humphries has settled the better. He leads Joe Cullen by 2-0.
He's just got to hang around because Luke's making so many mistakes in between the great shots. Of course there's great shots.
Joe was searching for the 57, he'd come for the bullseye then. Luke has got time with his 97. Big 20, and it will be for the breaker throw as well.
I can assure you, even that big 20 didn't feel comfortable, nearly at the 5.
79.
He's leading 2-0. He knows he's not playing well, and he also knows that any moment Joe Cullen could go bingo and just start to play like he can. Mark, from 3-0 down, he's got to be dart perfect, and the odds of him doing
Final. Joe won the Masters, agonisingly missed out in the Premier League. Humphries has been to that one major final in the UK Open.
He left 159, so he couldn't do anything about it other than set it up. He's on 32, but Joe Cullen needs to hit 54 and then the 36. It's odds on he's going to lose this set and go 3-0 down in a race to 4.
No woes on the doubles this time, and no real sign of emotion from Humphries. But he's 3-0 up, and Cullen now needs to dig deep. He's done it in the tournament already from 2-1 down, but this is a different challenge altogether. Humphries 1 set away.
Yeah.
It's easy saying, Joe, you need to be patient and break, but you feel you need to get closer to your opponent just to sort of make them wobble. But Joe will know where he's gone wrong here. The doubles, he's had lots of opportunities.
More big moments coming up for Joe. We're looking to leave tops if he can.
85. Making him on 112.
For 2-0 up in this, the 4th set, with the 3-set lead.
And it is double 16 to go 1 away. Inside.
They require 8.
This is must hit, you feel, at this stage of Joe Cullen. Double 10. That's more like it. He's hanging around. Just reminding Luke and Kleemacher in a World Championship match, and he fell short in the end, but he knows you can work your way back into these matches.
I would hate for him to lose this 4-0 though, with all the work that he's done to get here. It's not a negative.
39.
This week has not been a negative for him. Okay, losing would be, of course it would, but a semi-final is not poor showing from him. I hope he doesn't go away and beat himself up.
And it's another semi-final after the match play. But again, something had to give here because they both lost in the semis at the World Match Play.
38.
He's putting himself in. We always say keep putting yourself in the windows. and get it right, but it's just not happened. And for Humphries, no pressure on that 138, and he is one away from a final with Gedwin Price. And nice touch from Cullen, acknowledges the finish, but it's a bit desperate for Joe now.
For me, he's never looked so more likely than in this set. He's actually averaging 99 in it.
On look 40, liquid 164.
Well, this to keep Joe's faint hopes alive. He'll fancy another one in there. Big shot for Cullen. Brilliant from Joe Cullen. The finger point, he's still got to break the throw of Luke Humphries, but he sends it to the side that he gives himself a chance. But Humphries with the advantage of throwing first.
If he goes on and wins this match and collects the cup tomorrow, that 150 is the shot, let me assure you. Has that changed the destiny of this match? Because now he's at it. This is unbelievable.
What a turnaround. And you can hear the response of the crowd as well. They're engaged in this match now. And he's got a big advantage, Cullen.
That was brilliant.
Humphries still managed to find himself in front here. Needed that, Joe. He's first to a finish, but you expect the layup from Humphries here.
Yeah, the 138 to get to 2 legs in this set from Luke was bettered with that 150. But he's going to carve out 2 darts, you feel, to move into the final.
Double 16 for a place in tomorrow's final, and Luke Humphries gets the job done. Disappointing ends, but a great week for Joe Cullen, but a professional job from Luke Humphries. He moves into his first ever World Grand Prix final with a whitewash victory. 4-0 he defeats Joe Cullen, and he will take on Gedwin Price tomorrow.